Good morning, everyone. Thanks for showing up this morning for our morning meditation. And Catherine, if you go and you find Wendy on Facebook, you'll be able to chat with her about that. So this morning I have for you something that I haven't read from before. It's from the Theological Germanica. And that was a 14th century, a 15th century book from the Rhineland in Germany. People like reflecting the work of people like John Rusbrook and Meister Eckhart and a few others. And nobody knows who wrote it. It's a skinny little small book that used to have a lot of popularity, but as the Protestant Reformation began to grow, it fell out of favor. And eventually it was very much disliked by, I think it was Calvin, and I'm going to read you what Calvin said about it. Calvin condemned the book as a bag of tricks produced by Satan's cunning to confound the whole simplicity of the gospel. And that ought to be reason enough to check it out, don't you think? Hi, Karen Elise. Hey, Russell. So here's a little bit of a quote from this is chapter 15. And it's not much of a quote, but it's a little bit. Nothing burneth in hell but self-will. Therefore it hath been said, put off thine own will, and there will be no hell. So that's very little to read this morning, but that's exactly what happened when I was dead. All of my will was burned away. It was the divine fire of purgative love cleansed me in order for me to enter into the divine self and the divine presence without my will in the way. That's what the practice does for us now. Our meditation life burns away our self-will, breath by breath, and allows our will to align with our higher selves, the higher will of the divine, and fills our life and then impacts our life. And we hurt people less the more we practice. That's the way it works. So thanks for joining me here this morning. I brought a mask today. One of my friends reminded me that when I first taught her to practice meditation, I recommended a mask. I use a mask myself, or a dark room. I haven't been using it on camera. I often use little foam earplugs as well, especially when I'm not in my studio, which is basically soundproof. So I don't really need them so much. But the idea is to minimalize all of the distractions. And any way you can minimalize a distraction is a good thing. So I'm going to probably start wearing this all the time as we meditate here. And I'm going to pull up my clock and set the timer and get ready to meditate. We'll can begin with Om this morning, 3 ohms. Om. And then if you want to continue using that Om, as your prayer, feel free to do so. I'm going to ride mine in my third eye a lot today. This is really the easiest chakra to open, at least in my experience, and also from what I've read. And in my practice for years, I focused just up here, and I would drive my mind and my breath through this space. So today, if you want to focus just here today and relax with it, and don't look for anything, it will reveal itself on its own. So, you all ready to begin? I'm going to set the timer, and I'm going to put my mask on, and then I'll begin with 3 ohms. Set myself in position, feet on the floor. You know, the more we meditate together, the more we share the energy of the divine among us. That's what the purpose of meditating together is, to form a community, a group that shares the divine presence, as Jesus said, wherever two or three are gathered, I am there. So here we begin. Hello, Rob from Wales. Hey, MG. The opening reading was from the Theological Germanica. Nothing burneth in hell but self-will, therefore it hath been said, put off thine own will, and there will be no hell. That's the practice of meditation, is to reach the higher self, is to align oneself with the divine will. That's what we do together as a group. Thanks for being here this morning. Thanks for liking the video. Thanks for subscribing. Tell your friends. Well, my friends, you're welcome, Russell. Good to see you here this morning. Peace and love to you all. I feel nice and calm to begin my day. Russell, you must be feeling calm to continue your day over there in England. Peace and love, everybody. Thank you for coming. See you soon. Wednesday, maybe even tomorrow. peterpanagore.love. The link for tomorrow's Zoom meeting is there for our weekly Tuesday morning meditation group. Back to the grind. Lunchtime. Hey, I knew what you meant. Yep. Oh, you have an E at the end of grind. Right. Maybe we should add an E at the end of our grind. Might make more sense language-wise. I don't remember what I was gonna say something, but when thoughts and images come to mind when meditation, would you say that it's been burnt or it doesn't go that way? I would say that, Susan, when thoughts and images come into mind, you return to your prayer practice, your prayer word, your mantra, and when you learn to control your thoughts by not thinking, through using your mind to do that, that's when it begins to happen. That feeling of peace that you have right now, that's part of it too. That quietude is too. Ronan in France, namaste. France, UK, England, all over the United States. All right, my friends, I hope that helped. Peace and love to you all. I'm off to my work day. Love you all. See you soon. God is love. Namaste, everybody.